Happy New Year! Welcome to 2022. Welcome 2022. We are so happy to have you with us. So, welcome to 2022. I am so very excited for today's live card reading in honor of 2022 for our 2022 messages. We're going to wait just a couple of moments while people join us. Please sit back and relax. Maybe I'll play a little tune or two on the flute, and we will get started with some card readings momentarily. So thank you so much for joining me. It is a true honor to have you here. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. We are going to wait just a couple of minutes as others join us, and then we will get started with some readings for 2022 for our 2022 messages. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to have you join and send you blessings for a blessed 2022. Please feel free to say hello in the comments if you so desire and wish. And I will be offering some individual messages as well. So you are welcome to say hello and get an individual reading too. So thank you. Greetings, greetings, and welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Vita. Thank you for joining so much here on the East Coast where I am. It is a drizzly, rainy, cloudy kind of a day. It is also quite a bit warmer than normal, although what is normal now? So it is a warm day today, rainy. A great day for some card reading and welcoming in the new year. Wow, welcome to 2022. Time is flying. It's incredible. A whole new year. I'm very excited always for the new year and very excited always to do my own card readings for the year. So on December 31st of every year, I pull cards for myself for the year. So I do my own untethered spread, my own cosmic revelation reading, my own rune casting, all kinds of cards that I pull for myself on the 31st. So it is a wonderful time of transition, and I am so excited to share in this time with you. So we're going to pull some cards for some general 2022 messages, and then we're going to pull some individual cards as well. Fiona, blessings to you. Happy New Year to you. So happy to see you here as well, and I'm happy to know that you are doing well in Dover, a beautiful place. I have been to Dover. It is a lovely town right on the coast. Those white cliffs are beautiful, and I had a very blessed day a few years ago hiking from Dover to St. Margaret's, and just love that beautiful coastal hike. What a wonderful area of the world. So blessings to you, Fiona, in Dover, and blessings to Dover. Thank you so much. So I would like to welcome and invite you to please join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths so that we may set sacred space. Let's clear away everything that has come before, everything that will come later, and focus in on this blessed present moment. Thank you. Wonderful. So, I think let us begin by pulling a few cards for an untethered spread reading. Now, as you may know, the untethered spread is one of my individual signature readings. And what's really unique about the untethered spread reading is that it is not the kind of reading that has certain cards placed in certain places that mean certain things. So in many readings, in many spreads, a card will mean the past or the future or the situation or something like that. The untethered spread is untethered to any of those meanings. And each of the cards, 5 of them are pulled from 5 different decks. Each of those cards has their own individual weight that it holds in the reading that is untethered to any others. So they all really work together to offer their own messages individually and as a whole. And the untethered spread reading is the reading that I use for my choose one of 3 card readings for every month. By the way, that reading was just released this morning. I conduct those readings on the day before the 1st. So I just did that untethered spread choose one of 3 card reading yesterday and conducted those and put that video up, and it is available now. So please do get that reading. I've put it in the notes so that you can access that straight away. But 3 great readings for this month, this first month of the new year. And finally, our last card for the untethered spread reading. This is 5 cards from 5 different decks. This is the Breathe Easy deck. This is a sweet little deck that I picked up several years ago. There's the card. Several years ago at a yard sale, and it was only a few bucks. So nice little deck. Let's see what we have for our untethered spread for our 2022 messages. So the Celtic Dragon Tarot card that has popped out is, the High Priest. Wonderful High Priest. This is exciting. This is wonderful. And let's see what other cards we might have. But the High Priest has some things to reveal to us for sure. Our angel card for 2022 is Omega. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Omega. Yep, I'm getting some things coming up for both of these cards. So this is great. Thank you so very much. But we have more cards on the way. Our Archangel card for 2022 is Spread Your Wings. Archangel Ariel says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Excellent. What a wonderful message. Lots of information coming up for me on all of these. Our rune for 2022 is the rune of standstill. Actually, standstill. Either way, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. It's the rune of standstill. Any way you look at it, it all looks the same, right? All right. And finally, our mantra, our Breathe Easy card for 2022 is Child Within. I am a child. The child you were still lives within you and needs to play and feel secure. I breathe in the innocence of a child's mind that sees all things as if for the first time. I am filled with childlike joy and zest for life. I breathe out the illusion of age. Wow. Okay. So here is what I am getting for our 2022 messages for the year 2022. According to the cards, it's going to be an exciting year. According to the cards, there are going to be some dreams and visions that are realized. According to the cards, it is time to charge ahead. Now, here's what I'm getting. Maybe in 2022, you felt like you were in a standstill. A standstill. A standstill. You felt maybe a little stuck. You maybe felt like things were not moving forward. For many of us, in many ways, 2021 felt almost like a continued pause of 2020. So 2021 for many of us maybe felt like a standstill itself. Now, what's interesting, what I'm just now getting, thank you, angels, is that it was 2021. 2021. Now we are moving into 2022. A year with a lot more motion, a year with a lot more movement, a year with even maybe a lot more power. My friend Jenny Luddington calls us to create a word of the year each year. And for this year, 2022, I thought, what is my word of the year? And it just came to me, power. So my 2022 word of the year is power. Yes, indeed, I think 2022 has more power behind it than 2021. So 2022 is going to be an opportunity for us to move forward, to charge ahead. Now, what's really great is that we have with this angel card a horse. If you see, Omega is raring and ready to go. Victory. The desired outcome is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So literally charging ahead with the image of the horse and moving forward. Now, what I'm just getting now is that the rune of movement which of course I did not pull. I pulled the rune of standstill. This is the rune that we have. But the opposite of this is the rune of movement, which in Viking runes actually also represents the horse. And so we're being encouraged in 2022 to visualize the horse, visualize that power, visualize that movement to help us charge forward and charge ahead. And so what I'm getting right now is that we're being encouraged to move forward, to slough off, to release these feelings of standstill, to release these feelings of a lack of movement, to picture the horse, draw in the power of the horse, and use that to help propel us forward throughout 2022. Now, what I'm also getting right now is that at some point in the year, this is going to come back. At some point in the year, this feeling of standstill and stuckness is going to come back. And recognizing that that is a part of the cycle, recognizing that that is part of the process, knowing as you charge into 2022 that at some point during the year, there is going to be this feeling of standstill. Knowing that, going into 2022, knowing that, we can then bring ourselves back to the picturing of the horse, the picturing of the movement, the picturing of the pushing forward. I'm also just getting right now the image of a train. And so that powerful locomotive thundering forward. When we get to this feeling of the stuckness and the standstill that is going to happen in 2022, even when we have power and movement and we are charging forward, there are going to be moments of standstill. There are going to be moments of stuckness. There are going to be moments of which way do I go? I don't know where to go. I'm getting right now the image of a wheel, a tire stuck in mud. That's going to happen. That is part of charging forward. Because here's what I'm getting right now. When you watch a horse charge forward, fast and furious and running through a field, at some point, the horse has to slow down. At some point, the horse runs out of steam. At some point, the horse has to recharge. That is what this standstill is all about. So during 2022, as you come to a point of standstill, recognize, acknowledge that this is part of the process. This is part of the cycle. This is an opportunity for you to recharge, to take a break, to drink some water, fuel up the locomotive, grab some oats or straw or whatever it is you want to eat, dear horse, and recharge, and then you will be ready to power on through. So know that this is going to happen at some point in 2022, that we are being encouraged to move into the new year with purpose, with power, with charging forward like a horse, and knowing that at some point you're going to need to rest and recharge. That's part of the cycle. So the trick here is that when you get to this point, or points up, this may very well happen at multiple points during the year because the horse has to rest and recharge before it can run again. The locomotive has to be refueled before it can power on. And that's not a once and done thing. That's a multiple times kind of thing. Know that when this happens, it is an opportunity for you to pause, reflect, consider, get clarity, and move forward again with a renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of power, renewed clarity. Now, what I'm also getting right now is the encouragement to know that we don't have to know everything. We don't have to know all of the steps. We don't have to know where we go step after step after step. We only have to know the next step. We only have to know the next movement of the hoof. We don't have to know the whole path that lies before us and every single step that we're going to take. And so in 2022, as you move forward, I want to encourage you to not put the pressure on yourself to know every single step. Because the truth is that oftentimes it is just impossible to know every single step. And oftentimes through the steps, we realize and recognize that we need to change direction. And so we're being encouraged in 2022 to recognize and know that you don't need to know every single step. So as you are spreading your wings, as you are flying, as you are charging forward, you do not need to know exactly where you're going. You only need to know the next step. So please take pressure off of yourself to know exactly everything that you want to do in 2022. To know exactly all of the steps that you need to take to get there. All you need to know is the next step. You know, it was Martin Luther King who said, in climbing the staircase, you do not have to see the whole staircase. You only need to take the next step. And you know, 2022, what I'm getting right now is going to be a winding staircase. It's going to have its moments of pausing and reflection. It's going to have its times of resting on certain steps. That is part of the process. But you don't have to see where that staircase ends. You only have to see the next step and take it. So take the pressure off of yourself in 2022 to have it all figured out. Take the pressure off of yourself to know what each and every step is, and recognize that all you have to do is to take the very next step. That's it. That's all you ever need to do. As you charge ahead, and so as all about one step at a time, that's all it ever is, isn't it? We can only ever take one step at a time. And so know that as you progress in 2022, as the year unfolds, as you charge forward into it, it's only ever one step at a time. And so while you may be saying, I want to take this step and this step and this step and this step, know that you can only ever do one at a time. And so we're being encouraged to just recognize that, take deep breaths as we move forward, and not feel the pressure to have it all figured out in 2022 on January 1st. We got a whole year ahead of us, a whole year of charging forward, a whole year of victory. And that victory is going to come with moments of pause. And that is part of the journey. That is part of the process. So know that when these moments occur in 2022, the cards are telling us they're going to know that that is part of the process. It has its purpose, to recognize that and to even celebrate it. To even celebrate those moments of rest, recharge, refueling, and pausing. Now remember, I got the message that 2021 for many of us was like an extended standstill, and that we are now being encouraged to move forward. So to brush off that feeling of standstill and lack of movement, but know that those feelings of standstill and lack of movement served their purpose. They truly did. And that that perhaps 2021 was an extended moment of recharging and refueling. And that now that we are recharged and refueled, we can begin to move forward with power, with purpose, with intention, full steam ahead like that locomotive, and to know that if it takes a little time for us to get moving in 2022, that's okay. That's part of the process too. You know, one of the greatest challenges in momentum is just getting started. This is the hardest part. Taking the first step is the hardest part. We know from physics, right? Now, listen, I'm no physicist. As a matter of fact, I didn't do so great in physics in school. But what I do know is that an object in motion, right, tends to stay in motion, and an object at rest as well tends to stay at rest. It's the greatest challenge to get the object moving. And so if it takes a little time in 2022 to get that horse raring, to get those wings spread and flying, that's okay. But keep at it. Keep taking those steps. It's all of the little steps that add up to big steps. And before you know it, in 2022, when you keep taking small steps, small steps, small steps, they're going to add up to big steps. And then once that ball is rolling, it's just charging, it's just going. That horse is flying. So know that in 2022, changes are happening, things are moving, and keep those changes going one small step at a time. Now, what about this high priest? Now, the high priest, of course, is really very much about power. Power. There's that word again. Holy cow. Really very much also about balance. Now, what I'm getting for us from the high priest is an encouragement to make sure that as we are charging forward, we are maintaining balance. You know, what's fascinating is that being in standstill, this very much is a rune of balance, isn't it? Straight up and down, it's at a standstill. This is balance. This is balance. It's so being at a standstill is balance, but also movement in its full charge, steam ahead, is also very well balanced. And the horse needs to stay balanced in order to move forward full steam ahead. You know, when you are moving forward full steam ahead, one little move one way or the other can just make you fall right over. So as you are charging full steam ahead in 2022, it's going to be important to stay balanced. It's going to be important to maintain balance. So know that balance is an important part of this movement in 2022. What I also just got was the image of a tornado. And all of that spinning, all of that movement, what I'm getting is a feeling of overwhelm in 2022 that can be so possible with lots of movement. So in order to help you not feel overwhelmed by all of the movement, the charging forward, the victory, the flying, the spreading of the wings, it's going to be important to maintain balance. It's going to be important to take good care of yourself and find the balance. And know that your greatest power is going to be in the balance. You'll see we've got these two dragons, black and white, perfectly balanced. The high priest before them. Balance, balance, balance. It's all about balance with the power. Wow. Now finally, what is up with this child stuff, the child within? I'm getting a couple of things from the child within. first of all, what I'm getting is that doing some clearing of childhood traumas, childhood beliefs, childhood experiences is going to help propel us forward. So what I'm getting is that in 2022, this is going to be a time for us to do some clearing of ancestral beliefs, inherited beliefs, long-held beliefs that have kept us stagnant, long-held beliefs from our childhood that have been passed down to us. Now, here's the thing about childhood beliefs. They are not our fault. It is not your fault that you inherited the beliefs that you inherited. And it is also not your parents' fault because they inherited the beliefs that they inherited. And so it's going to be very important for us as we move forward to recognize the influences that our childhood beliefs are continuing to exert upon us, to realize it and to clean and clear that, to brush that away, to recognize that, to understand that it has served its purpose in keeping us where we've been, that it has served its purpose, and now it is time to release those beliefs to help us move into our next phases, to help us move into a more empowered 2022. So know that those childhood beliefs have served their purpose. And here's the thing, everyone, we all have them. And no matter how much work we have already done with childhood beliefs, with ancestral clearing, with our lineage, no matter how much work we've already done, there is always still work to be done. So recognizing that, not beating yourself up for still having work to do in that, releasing judgment of yourself for that, and moving forward, knowing that it's okay, that there is work to be done on your inner child, because this work is never done. That's part of the journey. And what I'm just getting right now is bringing that child along with you, bringing that child along with you on this journey in 2022. And also bringing that child out to play. What I'm just getting now is a message of creativity, a message of using that child, bringing that child out to play, getting creative. And creativity is a great engine of movement. Creativity is very empowering for getting us moving forward. So tap into that inner child, resolve any challenges that might come up in terms of that inner child, love that inner child, recognize that all of the experiences, the beliefs that you had as a child served their purpose then, and it is time to release what no longer serves you about those beliefs and move forward with power. Woo! Wow! What a reading for 2022. Holy cow. Thank you very much, angels, for this blessed reading. Now, let's pull some more cards. Let's pull some individual cards as well. If you so wish, I would love to pull some cards for you watching. I am going to pull, I have this deck that I purchased months and months and months ago in 2021. Now this deck, I wasn't so sure how I felt about it at first. Wasn't so sure what I thought about it. I took it out to a couple of live events that I did, a couple of expos, where I used this on a very experimental, experiential basis. And so I would use this for anyone who came to my booth as a way to say hello and just provide some messages. And I felt pretty good about the use of it. But I haven't used the cards otherwise. So I thought today, let's bust these cards out on 2022, the new year, and let's see what messages we might have from these cards. This is just a regular angel card deck. And here we go. All right. Yep. So what I'm getting from this card, this is an angel you can see with a serpent around it. The angel Rahel? I don't know. Thanks very much, Angel. But here's what I'm getting from this, is that there's an encouragement here to tame our inner demons in 2022. So those things that might scare us, those things that maybe have been plaguing us, those things that have been holding us back in terms of our fears. It is time to grab those fears. It is time to tame those. I'm just now getting the image of Mary with the serpent at her feet. Now, I was raised Catholic. And was very, very Catholic. And I absolutely still adore, love, and resonate with the Virgin Mary and her energy, her power. And of course, you know, the Virgin Mary is often depicted with the serpent at her feet. Draw upon that power in 2022 of putting the serpent down. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with snakes, serpents. We love you. Snakes, thank you for your energy. This is all metaphorical. So grab those things that you are afraid of, those serpents, grab them and wrangle them. Know that you have power over them. Call upon Mary to assist you with that. Thank you, Blessed Mother. Aha, wonderful. Now, I would love to draw some cards for you, Vita, Fiona, anyone else listening and watching. I am going to draw some cards. I am also going to draw cards for people watching the replay on my Facebook page and on YouTube. So, you, whoever you are watching, unknown peoples, you are going to get some messages for you individually as well. So here we go. I've got the Celtic Dragon Tarot deck right now. And Vita, I'm going to draw a Celtic Dragon Tarot card for you for 2021, 22. Here it is. It has popped right out. You can see these cards are often very insistent. When I shuffle, they just pop right out. There they are. I hardly ever have to shuffle much. The cards love to make themselves known. Vita, for you, your 2022 Celtic Dragon Tarot card is, the Emperor. The Emperor, Vita. This is your card for 2022. Now, this, of course, is a card of power. This is a card of really sitting in your power, recognizing your power, and recognizing your blessings. Now, what I'm getting for you is a real encouragement to know that the blessings of 2021 are coming to fruition in 2022. So many more blessings are on their way in 2022, and these have been in momentum in 2021. So even if 2021 has felt like a standstill, like a pause, know that blessings have been under the surface all of the time, and that now they are going to really pop out, they are going to sprout, they are going to bloom. So 2022 is going to see for you blooming of seeds that have been planted in 2021. So you're going to get some blossoms in 2022 from seeds that have been planted in 2021. Wow, so exciting, Vita. This is wonderful. This is blessed. You are the Emperor in 2022. Kapow. Love it. All right, Fiona, I'm pulling a card for you, Fiona. And Jenny, welcome. So glad to have you join us. I'm pulling a card for you as well, Jenny, for your 2022 messages. Now, Fiona, I'm being called to pull an Archangel card for you. So let's see what the archangels might have in store for you for your 2022 encouragement. Fiona, there it is. Just popped right out, flew right out, halfway across the room. Fiona, you are being encouraged in 2022 to take your power back. Haha, there's that word again, power. Fiona, take your power back. Archangel Raziel says, use your God-given power, and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Okay, now what I'm getting right now for you, Fiona, is that you have been giving your power away. As a matter of fact, what I'm getting right now is that you have been pushing it away. You have been pushing your power away. It is now time, Fiona, to bring that power back, to pull it back and say, bam, I am powerful. I'm not giving my power away. I am claiming my power. I am moving full speed ahead with my power. Fiona, in 2022, no more giving your power away. It is time to take it back. It is time to claim it. It is time to own it. Now, what I'm also right now getting is the image of you standing on top of a mountain. And I know you might be thinking, Christian, I have a hard time getting to the top of a mountain. And Fiona, if you can get to the top of a mountain, get there. Here's why. It's going to help you with your perspective. It's going to help you with your view, literally. Now, Fiona, what I'm getting for you is that you have been staring up at the mountain from the bottom. It is time for you to be at the top of the mountain looking down. Now, I know I mentioned before I've been to Dover. I know Dover has a lot of cliffs. Dover has some high places. Fiona, you've been looking up at the cliffs from the bottom. And you've been looking up at the cliffs and you've been saying, oh, I'm so low, I'm so small, I'm so at the bottom of these cliffs. How can I ever get to the top of the cliff? Fiona, it's time for you to claim your rightful place at the top of the cliff. You belong at the top of the cliff. So I want to encourage you this year to get to the top of those cliffs. You've got big cliffs all around you. I don't know how. Maybe you don't know how. I want to encourage you any way that you can. Get to the tops of some of those cliffs and look down and recognize that you are at the top. You have the power to get to the top and that you deserve to be at the top, Fiona. No more looking up at the cliffs. It's time to get on top of the cliffs and look down. You've got that power. As a matter of fact, what I'm getting right now is that you have always had that power within you, but you've been giving it away. It's time for you to claim it, to claim your rightful place at the top of those cliffs. Now, this is also metaphorical, of course. And when we can get to the literal top of a cliff, a mountain, that can help to give us a new and different perspective. You know, I'm just now getting the image of Glastonbury, and you know the tour on top of Glastonbury Hill, the Glastonbury tour. I don't know why, I just got that image. That's a powerful place. That is quite a place to recognize and claim power from. I encourage you, Fiona, you may want to consider envisioning that, picturing that as a point of power for you in 2022 and as a point of inspiration for you in 2022. So Fiona, it is time in 2022 to take your power back. Up to the cliffs for sure, Jenny. Thank you for that encouragement of Fiona as well. Up to the cliffs in 2022 to recognize literally that you are on top, to help you recognize metaphorically that you have the power. You've always had it, Fiona. It's just time to claim it, take it back, and stop giving it away. Pow! Powerful stuff. Thank you so much, angels, for that beautiful blessing. Fiona, I send you blessings for your 2022. Jenny, I'm pulling a card for you, dear Jenny. What shall I pull for you? Jenny, I'm being called to pull a Celtic Dragon Tarot card for you, Jenny. We've got some great power going on here for 2022. Hey, I told you that was my word of the year. Holy cow. Is that really the case or what? I don't even believe it. So much power. Jenny, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card has just popped out. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is fascinating, Jenny. It is the Five of Wands. All right, Jenny. Here's what I'm getting for you from the Five of Wands for your 2022. Jenny, it's time for you to bring into the world your dreams, your visions, and fighting for them, standing up for them, going into conflict for them. Now you can see with the Five of Wands, we've got a little bit of struggle going on here. We've got a little bit of conflict. What I'm getting for you is the encouragement to be ready to wield your sword, Jenny. So yes, more power. Yes, more charging forward. Yes, ready to do battle. But now here's what I'm also getting is that, Jenny, before you go charging in with your sword blazing, do some preparation first, whatever that means to you. So what I'm getting now is, some preparation in terms of, like, I just now had the image of the book, The Art of War, and studying up in terms of, I'm just getting now studying up in terms of, like, things like persuasion and in terms of the art of persuasion, the art of speaking, the art of really, what am I getting at here, Jenny? It's just all about speaking your truth, studying up on how to move forward with your tongue as a sword. So, Jenny, maybe some studying up on, just how to strategize, how to move forward in conflict, and doing so in a strategic kind of way. This is what I'm getting for you, Jenny. Now, of course, Jenny, I don't need to tell you that as you move forward in conflict, it's of course always important to do so with compassion and respect and yada yada, all of that beautiful stuff. And what I'm getting for you is that before you go in to battle and stand up for yourself, speak your truth, it's going to be important for you to study up on the best ways to do that. I'm just now getting an encouragement to study your opponent before going into battle. So, like, I got the image of the book, The Art of War. Sun Tzu, I believe, is the author of that. Studying up on those kinds of strategic ways to approach the conflict before actually whipping out that sword. So wonderful. Beautiful. Great messages. Now, I'm also going to pull a couple of cards for people who are watching the replay later. whether on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for those who might be watching afterward. Who knows when anyone might be seeing this in 2022? These are our 2022 messages. So, of course, they're good for the whole year. And I'm laughing because, oh, angels, I love it. You know, these cards and I are great pals, and the cards have great messages for me. They're always so insistent. They pop right out. You can see I hardly ever have to do any shuffling, and bam, there are the cards. This card, when I pulled the Archangel card for our 2022 reading, and it was the card of the horse and charging forward, this is the card I pictured along with that. I pictured this card and thought of this card, Mystique. Keep charging ahead. And don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Now, you know what's funny is that, of course, there's a horse here. There's charging forward. There's power. There's movement. There's go, go, go. So, wow, what just a reinforcement of all of those messages. So, for all of us, this is a great card. And for someone in particular watching, this is for you. Charge forward. Now, there's something that you have been challenged with. There is something that you have felt very challenged by, and really even frustrated. I'm very much getting a sense of frustration. You are being encouraged to power forward, charge ahead, don't take no for an answer, and keep going. Now, what's also interesting, you know, today is the first of the month. So today is a new choose one of three card reading for our January 2022 messages. I just did those 3 readings yesterday. I am trying to remember. I think this was one of the cards in one of the readings. I might be wrong, but I think this, I have a feeling that I just pulled this card yesterday. So definitely we are being encouraged to be moving forward, charging ahead, plowing forward. I just got the image of a snow plow. We haven't had any snow here yet where I am in the eastern states. It's been unseasonably warm, very unseasonably warm today. Probably at some point we'll get some snow that needs to be plowed, but at these times you cannot guarantee that. But anyway, just got the image of a snow plow pushing the snow out of its way. Kapow. So, charge forward. Don't take no for an answer. Know that you've got the universe behind you, supporting you. Call upon your angels. Ask for guidance. Ask for assistance. And keep pushing forward. Bam. Kapow. All right. Now, let's see here. Another card for someone else who may be watching later. I am going to pull a Breathe Easy card for you. Now, this is a mantra for you, something that you can focus in on for your 2022. A great phrase to come back to throughout 2022, especially what I'm getting now when you're feeling frustrated or when you're feeling uncertain, when you are needing some direction. This is a mantra to come back to, a phrase for you to be calling upon, saying, even using during your meditations. It is creativity. Yep, creativity. I love it. Thank you. Ooh, and I love tea too. I am creative. Creativity enables us to artfully address life's challenges. I breathe in the energy to create and renew my body and soul. I am filled with the ability to learn useful disciplines that can help me heal my world. I breathe out my fear of being judged. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Okay. Now, what's so interesting is that we just saw in our 2022 Untethered Spread reading the messages of creativity and how important creativity is going to be for us this year in helping us to gain momentum and push forward, and in helping us to get in touch with that inner child. And so here we have again this message of creativity and the importance of creativity in 2022. What I love about this card is the reminder that creativity is so important for our healing. So using creativity to heal. Now, what I'm also getting is back to that inner child, using creativity to help us clear those childhood beliefs that no longer serve us, using creativity to help us heal that inner child and to do that deep inner child work, that nurturing and honoring of that inner child. Creativity is here to support us. Now, what I'm also getting right now about creativity is that oftentimes we feel like we have to be struck by this spark of creativity. I just now got the image of a sparkler. You know, the firework, the little sparkler that you light and it fizzles in your hand. That we have to wait for creativity to touch us, like some divine spark from a muse that is outside of us. But the truth is that we are all creative. Just by virtue of being human beings, we are creative. And so we are being called to recognize that we are inherently creative, that creativity is always already inside of us, not outside of us. And to draw upon that deep well of creativity. Yes, indeed, it is a well. I just had the image of a well. I love holy wells. Considering our creativity as a holy well, indeed it is. It is deep. It taps into the belly of the earth. And so picturing that holy well as you consider your creativity in 2022, know that you are creative. Dig deep into that creative well for 2022. It is always already within you. Thank you so much. Such beautiful messages for this blessed 2022. I want to say that it is a true honor and blessing to come to you with these messages. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me for this New Year's card reading celebration. Wherever you are in the world, I am so honored to have you join, whether it is live here with my dear friends. Thank you, dear friends. I love you and I honor you and send you blessings. Or whether you are watching the replay later, I want to say thank you. I want to say it is a true honor to have you join me however you do, whether it is for these readings, the choose one of 3 readings, the distant Reiki healing ceremonies, or however else we may connect now or in the future. It is always such a true honor. I want to say thank you. I also want to invite you tomorrow, Sunday, the 2nd, is a new moon, blessed new moon. In case you couldn't tell, it is a powerful time right now. And tomorrow is the first new moon of the year. I'm going live with another distant Reiki healing ceremony in honor of the new moon for our growth and healing. Now tomorrow, Sunday the 2nd, I am going live at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 o'clock p.m. GMT. That's a little later than usual. In the morning, I am playing my Native American Style flute, and I am reading poems in a program tomorrow morning. So, no distant Reiki healing ceremony in the morning. It will be in my afternoon. For some of you, it will be in your evening. So I will be live then with a distant Reiki healing ceremony tomorrow, Sunday the 2nd, in honor of the blessed new moon. Well, I send you blessings. I send you best wishes for an incredible 2022 full of movement, charging forward, horses, trains, creativity, your inner child, all of those blessed, beautiful things. It's going to be an incredible year, and I am honored to have you on the journey with me. I send you blessings and best wishes for a blessed, joyful, bountiful, abundant, amazing, powerful 2022. Thank you. Blessings and best wishes for your journey.